Overlanding to India, Episode 3, Roaming through the Balkan.
While Slavonski Brod is waking up, we enjoy the view towards Bosnia.
Unfortunately, we parked our bikes in the pedestrian zone, so we got a fine of €15 each. The police officer on a motorbike, however, was very friendly, and we continued our way towards Vukovar. Vukovar lies on the banks of the river Danube, and you can see from there directly into Serbia. In 1991, the water tower was the center of fights, and today you can visit and climb it.
We're inside the water tower of Vukovar, which has been heavily shot during the war with Serbia. Now it's a memorial center.
On the top, the Croatian flag stands proud. You can see for many kilometers across the very flat landscape. On the other side of the Danube, you can see into Serbia. And you can see the town of Vukovar itself. Nearby is also a museum dedicated to the war. Here I stand on a fiberglass boat which was used on the river.
Makes me think of some Rambo movies. Full throttle, Mr. Zulu.
There is quite an impressive collection of, let's say, homemade vehicles which have been probably made in a shed.
One observes a quick modernization from Antonov to MiG. Some tanks dating back to the Second World War. T-34, Sherman.
Rocket launchers.
I think it's a common school day out for the kids.
Then there are some trenches and the nasty minefields which were there in the past. Soon we approach the Croatian-Serbian border. For one side, it means the exit of the European Union. On the other side, we approach the Serb country. For us, it's not such a problem, but for the truckers, they have to wait a long line. The queue actually lasts well until the next village. Just have a look at it. According to our estimations, our fuel supply should last until the next overnight stop. Unfortunately, it didn't, and we had to refuel on the motorway. Our fourth day finishes in the city of Nice. Now, this is not the Nice in the south of France, as you can see on these pictures. It is more the communist-style version of it. We rent from a very nice landlord in a 60-year-old Soviet building an apartment, but internally it's furbished very nicely. The next morning we visit some of Nice's special places, like this Ottoman castle. The next place we visit is called Çele Kula. Here an Ottoman ruler cemented a lot of his opponents into a wall, and it's not a nice thing to see. From Nice, we continue our way eastward through the inner mountains of the Balkan. Obviously, I spot the occasional classic car. But overall, the area seems sparsely populated and a lot of houses are ruined. The nature is beautiful, however. The route leads us through some unpaved roads, which can improve our skills for off-roading. Who knows, maybe we need these skills later in our journey. Then suddenly we approach the next border crossing. First, we have to exit Serbia again, and then we have to enter the European Union, being Bulgaria. But today there is no traffic jam. Actually, the road is empty. The officers on site seem to be happy to see a living face.
We've just entered Bulgaria. First thing we see is a Soviet-style monument.
It was built back in 1955 to honor 300 partisans which have died here in the fight against fascism.
The monument has seen better days in the past, but still, the location and the eerie Soviet feeling is impressive.
You can go inside of this monument.
Is dat te zien?
In Inside, the walls are covered in marble, but the general state of the building is in disrepair.
Oh my god.
Guess who climbed to the top?
Well, you know how it is. If one brother goes up, the other one must do it as well. It is quite dangerous, to be honest. Let's say it this way, it is not meant for visitors. Especially on the top, there is no handrail.
It's a bit of a dangerous climb, but the view is stunning.
Oh yes, and sorry guys for the wind noise.
This is where the proud Bulgarian flag used to move in the wind.
A perfect spot to take lunch.
Anyway, it's not the last of these style of monuments that we see, and most of them are not in better shape either. In this corner of the country, however, more houses and cars and things are in disrepair, so it seems to be typical for the region. The Soviet-style high-rise buildings don't look too good either. Our last stop of the day is in Koprivshtitsa. It's a small mountain town with beautiful old houses. It looks like we are not the only one who has heard of this little gem, because it's quite touristic. Still, a very nice place to visit. We are quite early in the season, so many shops and stuff are still closed. Besides tourism, it's still largely a rural town. Tonight we found a very nice place to sleep. Allow me to give you a quick tour of the premises. It's a 200-year-old farmhouse which has been converted for luxury tourism. And it's really nice. There is this nice sitting area, relaxing lounge area upstairs, and also the rooms themselves are quite comfy. This seems really a good spot for a good night's sleep. It seems we're already really far away from home.